So this reading is going to be for those sun in Pisces, the little fishies, for the month of May. So, Pisces, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. Bear with me as I shuffle and get your cards out on the table. I want to remind you that this reading does come in two parts. If you would like the extended, you can purchase that individually over on my website, POACreator.com, or you can head over to my Patreon if you wanted to look at more than one extended reading. Say if you check multiple areas of your chart. That is a slightly better deal over there. So you can become a patron and get them all every single month for a low monthly fee. So, one more. There we go. All right, so I specifically feel like we are dealing with a feminine energy, and they're at a crossroads. So Pisces, if this is you, you are at a crossroads about something health related. Okay, so at its very, very basic, you're at a crossroads about the health of a woman who talks a lot. Okay? Not a whole lot to that. Not a whole lot to that. So let's get some context. This is pretty straightforward. So far, anyway. Okay, so it's possible that you may be moving. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the cards out before I dig into what's coming up, though. Okay, Pisces. So I feel like you are actually the choice that you have right now is whether or not to stay or go. That's what it feels like. It seems like you have this opportunity to move or transition, whether this is move to like a new place to live or a new job or a new department. You've got that option there, and I feel like it would come with a lot more responsibility where you're going. You would be the main person in charge. Now, I do feel like you are highly respected, I would say, in the community that you're in. It's possible that we're looking at a healthcare provider here, like a doctor. Because, yeah, that would make sense. We have official person, high honor. So you could be like a community doctor, or you work for a you know, small doctor's office or a small hospital. Like, I'm getting just a very small community here, but very regal. So the community is important to you, and I feel like you are very recognized in the community in some type of official capacity. So to that degree, actually, I might be dealing with someone who's either in medicine or who's in politics. So I don't know if you're like a lead doctor in your department, or maybe you're over the health care area of your county or your city, but you are official in some capacity or another, and I feel like people are expecting you to yeah, you hold some type of status in your community. That's what I'm feeling. And the expectation of that, because of your role, is that you know everything that's going to go on and you know best because of that role. And part of this might have to do with there's another feminine energy in the picture who might have given over the reins or given up some of their own power to distribute or to make sure that things are done efficiently. So this could speak to someone who was already held in high regard, but that also got promoted as a result of something going on. Obviously, I think this probably has something to do with the Rona, right? And while it's monetarily speaking much more beneficial, I feel like either the person, actually, yes, I would say the person who gave over these duties to you, they're traveling right now, or they're not in the current space that they need to be in order to work. So it's possible that someone disappeared and you have to take over some of their responsibilities and some of their duties, and you're just trying to figure out where they went. Did they like go on a trip? Are they stranded on a trip somewhere? Like, did they just decide to walk off the job? Like, I feel like there's a big unknown here, and it's being gossiped about because people don't have any information, okay? So let's look at your oracle cards. So the soul's trying to get through to you. It says, reveal the truth that has long been hidden. So I think there's a mystery going on with this other feminine energy that's surrounding you, and that secret is about to come out. Okay, so it's possible you know exactly what's going on with this feminine energy and where they are. It very well could be a health-related issue. That's what it feels like, is a health-related issue. But possible like throat, vocal cords, thyroid, possibly. The one thing I can say for sure is that there is a health issue that this particular feminine energy is going through. And I don't feel like this is known to the community at large, but you do know. And part of that decision is maybe whether or not to share that for sure. But the thoughts of journey and gift, like, you've benefited in some way off of this person's absence, but no one still knows where they are. Like, I feel like that's the bigger mystery here, is where did this person go? So let's look at our rune. We have Thorn. This is not a card I like to see. Excuse me. So, giant breakthrough. It's like a bush. Excuse me, like a bush. Like a rose bush. The roses are very pretty, but they can cut you because of all the thorns. So, keep that in mind as you're looking at this and listening to this. So, it resembles a thorn sitting on the stem of a rose. Thorns are sharp and prickly. You cannot touch them head on. Instead, you must be careful when you attempt to pluck a rose from the bush. This aspect of thorn reminds us to have care when going into a sticky situation. Don't go at don't go at with the sharp end. That didn't sound right. Don't go at it with the sharp end, okay? Take great care with how you decide to place yourself in the situation to pick it up. Thorn also looks like the axis of the giants from Norse mythology. When you heft an axe, you use it to cut into or hold things at bay. Making new connections can be a lot like swinging an axe. We chop through what is known to find the heart of the matter. We go into seclusion to focus on ourselves, to achieve a gentler peace. Okay, so it's interesting that that's what that says. The site that I go to that talks about the thorn basically says that very similar to that rosebush analogy, that you have to be very careful how you navigate the situation, okay? Because if you don't, you can be looking at a much bigger loss. Like, for instance, or for example, you can seek to go and help someone, and then for whatever reason things go sour and you end up being the one with the bad reputation, even if it's not something that you caused, so be careful with revealing the truth in this situation. I feel like things could bite you, but we're going to dig a little bit more and look into this with the tarot and see what it has to say.